Morning, my friends. I hope you're well. My name is Awane Jones. Thank you very much for taking a couple of minutes to watch these videos. I appreciate it. And today I wanted to talk about some advantages you can have as an entrepreneur. Now, a net advantage that I think you can have is to work the weekends. Yes. So I'll give you an example on how this kind of all fits together and why, if you do this over and over and over again, over time, you're going to see massive, massive, massive changes in how good you are as an entrepreneur, how well your business does. And no, you don't need to burn out. So actually, you know what? I'm going to address that burnout question right away. So the people who burn out are the people who are doing repetitive actions day in, day out, day in, day out, day out, and then they burn out from those repetitive actions. When you're an entrepreneur and if you're a real entrepreneur, when I say a real entrepreneur, meaning it's like this stuff is like your oxygen. You can't do anything else other than build a business. That's what it feeds you here. It's like inside your gut. Like if you're doing something else, it doesn't feel right. But when you're doing this, you feel like this is what you were meant. It's what God, if you're a religious person, I'm not a religious person, but if you're a religious person, it's what you feel that God put you on planet Earth to do. Okay, let's just say that's who you are as an entrepreneur. Well, my friends, if you're not working the weekends, you are messing up. I can assure you that. So let me give you an example. During a week, every single day, I work 9 to 6. I finish work at 6. I go to the gym. I do an hour and a half of either Muay Thai, boxing, Jiu-Jitsu, or wrestling. I finish. I come home, spend a little bit of time with loved ones, or speak to my mom or whatever, and then after that, I go right back to work. I go right back to work for a couple of minutes, not more than about an hour, and then after that, I rest up, and the next day, right back into it. And so from Monday to Friday, what I'm doing is I'm working on the business. Every single day, I'm working on the business for the business to become better, become better, become better. Now, what I do is I develop virtual reality. So every single day during the week, I'm making decisions on, what do I think that what do I think that people want, or the cool new feature, or how can I develop this new world, or how can I make this more immersive or that more immersive, and so on and so forth. So I make those decisions and those hypotheses all during the week, right? Now, we're a location-based virtual reality company. So on the weekends, my partners and I, we have 3 partners, we decide every single weekends for us to operate directly ourselves the experiences at a venue. So of course we could just pay somebody to operate ourselves, but then we wouldn't really understand what people like, what people don't like. And we wouldn't be able to make those decisions. We wouldn't be able to make intelligent, informed decisions during the week if we didn't have that valuable information. So that's why I say during the week, I work on my business, and during the weekend, I work in my business. And that's what gets me to make better and better and better decisions. Now, I'll give you another example. The only 2 things I really know in this world that I can really talk to you clearly about is number 1 is entrepreneurship, because I've just been doing it for so long, and number 2 is mixed martial arts, because I've been a mixed martial artist for over 15 years now. And I go to a very, very, very special gym, Tristar. Georges St Pierre is there, Rory McDonald. Many of the greatest mixed martial artists ever are at my gym, and I can see which ones become champions and which ones don't. And really, it has nothing to do with their talent. Talent's gonna get you so far, 100%. Like you see some guys who come in the gym right away, they throw one punch, and oh my God, you're like, whoa, this guy's gonna be the next UFC champion, But the ones who I can see really make it are the ones who put in that extra work. So what do I mean by that? I mean, it's the person who comes in before practice, who'll spend those extra drilling times, who will do the practice, and after that, once everybody leaves, they're gonna keep on hitting the bag or go running or do some sort of additional exercise. And so these are what I call the 1%. The 1% this, 1% more, 1% more. But these 1% over time, they accumulate, they compound, And I can just see it so clearly. I can see the people who put in that extra work, they're the ones who start over time, start dominating everybody else. And as they start dominating, their confidence gets bigger. And as they start dominating and their confidence gets bigger, they start beating up the people who have more talent than them. I see it over and over and over and over and over again. And it is the same thing in business. It is the same thing in business. I don't care how your IQ is. I don't care if you're a finance genius. I don't care if you're this or you're that, whatever. If you have more grit than anybody else, if you're putting more time than anybody else, if you're using your extra times to work, and when I mean work, it's not even work. When it's your business, it's like growing your little baby. You know what I mean? Like, I never consider that work. I consider it more like, well, for me, it's fun. You know what I mean? Some people like Game of Thrones. I like to build a business, you know? So that's my rant. That's my rant. If you want to learn how to win more, if you want to win more on the weekends, spend time on your business. You have no business whatsoever taking Saturday and Sundays off if you want to be a successful entrepreneur. 40 hours a week, give me a break. Give me a break. You will never succeed. If you do, show me. Show me, leave me comments. Give me an example of somebody who only works 40 hours a week and who has been a successful entrepreneur. I would love to meet that person. I would absolutely love to meet that person. So if you like my videos, subscribe, smash that like button, and subscribe and hit the little ding bell so whenever I set up new videos, you can watch them. And I'd love to hear from you. So, send me direct messages. And you can always add me on Facebook or on Instagram, Awane Jones, Awane Jones. Okay, and with that, my friends, surge forward.